Hey y'all, welcome to Kamira's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making a sweet and spicy shrimp lo mein with some egg fried rice, pan-seared salmon, and some chili broccoli. You guys are going to love this easy and quick meal, but it is packed full of flavor. You guys already know to hit the like button and subscribe if you love these full meal videos or just love my recipes. Now, the first thing I'm going to put together is this salmon. I just defrosted this and then I patted it dry with a paper towel. And now I'm going to go in with some olive oil on both sides. I'm going to keep the seasoning very simple because I'm going to be putting a lot of flavors in the other dishes and you want everything to go together. So I'm going to use a little bit of this buttery steakhouse as well as this roasted garlic and herb seasoning on both sides. And then I ended up adding just a little bit of a low sodium Cajun seasoning just because I wanted it to get some color. I'm thinking of doing some fried salmon for you guys soon. And y'all, let me tell you, I saw something online that said that black folks pretty much just eat salmon like whiting and catfish, and we just do everything to the salmon. Like we fry it, we bake it, we stuff it. Y'all, I cracked up so hard. And honestly, I feel like growing up, that is the main thing that I used to have. What is y'all life experience? Because I know I can't be the only one. I'm going to put some butter in a skillet on medium heat. I'm going to add in some thyme to flavor that butter really well. And I'm going to let this cook on one side for about 3 to 4 minutes. And I am not going to flip it. I want it to get a nice color. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to let it cook about 2 to 3 more minutes. Now this is going to depend on how thick your salmon pieces are. Okay. How long you cook it on the other side. However, you're going to see that one fillet is shaped a little differently than the other ones. I'm going to let that one cook some additional time because look, I don't want no raw salmon. Okay, I know some people be doing that sashimi. Okay, but I don't be messing with the raw fish like that. Okay, so I'm going to let it cook on the other side for about a minute or two for that larger piece of fish. In the same skillet, because it got all the flavor from the salmon, I'm going to add about 3 cloves of garlic that I have roughly chopped. I'm going to take out those thyme pieces and I am going to add in the broccoli. Now, look, I don't be cutting broccoli. I don't know what it is, but I am just done cutting up broccoli. I bought this frozen. I defrosted it in my air fryer on 350 for about 5 minutes, and that was that. I'm going to toss the broccoli in some sesame oil, a little salt, pepper, and chili flakes, and that's it. You can keep your vegetable seasoning very simple. I've had my wok heating over medium-high heat, and now I'm going to add in some sunflower oil, and you actually need to swirl it around and let it get hot. This is how you develop that non-stick coating on a carbon steel wok. Then I'm going to slide in a little bit of butter and immediately put in my onions because you don't want that butter to burn. We are working on developing the flavors for this fried rice. And so actually, if you can use a carbon steel skillet, you're going to get what's called wok hay, which is like that flavor that you get when you make your fried rices or stir fries in a carbon steel wok. I'm going to put in some garlic as well as the stems of some green onions and some frozen mixed vegetables. I'm going to stir fry this for just about 1 minute until the veggies are thawed. And then I'm adding in some rice that I actually made about an hour ago, but I put it in the refrigerator for an hour to cool down, and it was still okay to go ahead and stir fry. So if you don't have time to make some overnight, you can make some same day, just let it cool in the fridge or the freezer. I'm now going to start putting on some soy sauce, but I also like to add in this Maggi sauce, okay? This has a little bit of enhanced flavor than soy sauce. And y'all already know, okay, I'm shaking a little MSG, all right? Okay, don't play with it now. If you know, you know, okay? I'm going to put that in and then I'm going to stir fry this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now, I do want eggs in my fried rice. I got to have it. So I'm going to make a little well in the middle of the rice. And then I'm going to put in some butter. Just a little bit, okay? You know, y'all already know. Don't let the health police come, okay, and talk to me about putting my butter in here, okay? I'm going to crack in 3 eggs, and I'm going to put a little salt and a little pepper. And then I'm just going to scramble these eggs together. Once they are cooked, I will then go in and start stirring around the rice. And you're going to see that there are some brown bits that have started to develop on the rice that has been sitting. That's what I'm talking about when I say getting that flavor, that wok hay by using a carbon steel wok, okay, in your fried rice. But of course, if you don't have this, you can use a stainless steel skillet or even a cast iron skillet. I'm going to add in some sesame oil and the tops of some green onions. And y'all, we have some delicious and very simple fried rice. I'm going to take this out of my wok. And now I'm going to show you guys how I prepare the sauce for the lo mein. Now, this may not be a traditional lo mein. Y'all know I'm not Chinese, okay? But I can tell you right now, this is smack, okay? So I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. And then I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of dried ginger. I'm also going to add 1 habanero that I have diced finely. Okay, I said this is a sweet and spicy lo mein. So the sweetness is going to come from the brown sugar. And then I'm going to add in some soy sauce and a little bit of that Maggi sauce. If you don't have the Maggi sauce, you can just use all soy sauce. All right. I'm also going to put in some MSG. All right, about 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. I have already boiled 8 ounces of spaghetti noodles according to the package instructions. I just added a little salt and a little bit of chicken bouillon into the water, and I've drained them at the side, and I covered them in a little bit of olive oil so that the noodles would not stick together. So now I'm back in my wok, and I'm going to add in some more sunflower oil, and I'm going to drizzle it around and heat it again to get more of a non-stick coating. And then I'm going to put in some butter and immediately add the onions because you do not want the butter to burn. I'm then going to put in 12 ounces of defrosted large shrimp. I just left the tails on for, cuteness. All right, but you can take them off. After the shrimp has been cooking for about 1 minute, I'm going to put in about 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to stir fry this about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to put in a few tablespoons of the sauce that we just made. This is so your shrimp will have that flavor and get a nice color even before we put it inside of the noodles. I'm also going to add the white part of some green onions. I'm going to stir fry this for about 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to remove it because y'all know we do not want rubbery shrimp. Okay, we don't play with the rubber band shrimp. All right, and honestly, this shrimp is even good by itself. But we gonna go all the way today. I'm adding in some more butter, all right? Because, I want to hear the sirens of the health police, okay? Trying to tell me what to do. But y'all know I'm country, okay? So we don't need care, all right? Then I'm going to put in the sauce, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of water to the bowl that I made the sauce in. And I'm going to add that in too because I'm not trying to leave my sauce behind. I'm going to let this sauce come up to a simmer, and then I'm going to add in my noodles. I like to add in half at a time. It just makes it a little easier to manage for me. So I'll put in a little bit. I'll kind of mix them around in the sauce a bit, and then I'll go in and put in the other half. At this point, I think you should switch to using some tongs instead of using, that spatula that comes with your wok. It's just easier to manage. I didn't feel like mine was spicy enough, so I put in about a tablespoon of chili garlic paste. I added a touch more soy sauce, and then I put in the green parts of the spring onion, and that was that, honey. You will not be eating takeout again with these noodles. They are so good. And don't put the shrimp back in. Oh my gosh. Now, if you want to eat this lo mein as a standalone meal, I suggest you double the shrimp so that you can get more meat in there. But since I'm eating it with the salmon and also the fried rice, I didn't really feel the need to add so many shrimps. So this is my meal completed. Let me know if you are going to make this. I love you guys so much. You all know that Jesus loves you and cares for you. I appreciate you all supporting this channel, and goodbye. God bless.